Okay.
Little delay.
Okay. A little delay, but we on the way.
Delay.
Mm, mm.
Delay.
Oh yeah.
And then Mr. 305.
Let's get it.
Song.
Let's get it.
All right. Sit on down. Coming to you live from the Sit Your Ass Down studios. Welcome to the Me and D
Pops and Son
podcast.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. No doubt.
No doubt. No Diddy, no doubt.
No Diddy, no doubt. Today is June 29th, 2025. We thank you so much for listening and watching, however you hang out with us. Got the Mamba Club action.
Mamba Club. Get your Mamba Club.
Join the Mamba Club. We got all shirts, Mamba Club. Colors, sizes, etc.
We repping and stepping.
Repping and stepping.
No Smith and Weston.
We start off with paying some respects to the Cobras. As we talk about snakes, the Cobra. Dave Parker, Hall of Fame outfielder, feared hitter, passed away yesterday. Rest in peace to him. To Walter Scott, twin singer of the Whispers fame. And we began to rock. Steady. Steady rocking on
the Whispers. I love some Whispers.
Yeah, so one of the twins passed away, Walter Scott Jr. The 60s teen idol Bobby Sherman passed away. Actress-singer Rebecca Del Rio. Former MLB pitcher Bob Butch Hefner passed away. Jerry Philbin, former defensive end for the Jets when they won the Super Bowl back in 1969.
Wow.
To Diego Segui, former MLB pitcher. One of his distinctions was the fact that he pitched for the Seattle Pilots and the Mariners both.
Okay.
And he opened up those stadiums for the Seattle teams.
Okay.
To reporter journalist Bill Moyers passed away. Actor Rick Hurst, he played Cletus on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Cletus.
So those are our folks who passed away. Rest in peace to them. Birthdays on the 29th being celebrated today. Kawhi Leonard, the Claw.
Oh, the Claw.
NBA champion, finals MVP in 2014. I think he was the MVP in 2019.
I believe
beat the Warriors. Yeah,
I believe so. He's probably just chilling somewhere. Load management in the off season.
I work 5 days. I'm chilling these other 2.
It's the off season. I still need some load management.
I still need some load management.
All right.
I'm doing nothing at all today.
Right.
To ISO Joe Johnson, former NBA and current Big 3 star, celebrates a birthday. Martin Truex Jr., auto racer, NASCAR Cup Series champion in 2017. Pepper Johnson, NFL linebacker, celebrates a birthday. Pedro Guerrero, Dominican-born MLBer, played for the Cardinals, played for the Dodgers.
Okay.
Dan Dierdorf, Hall of Fame offensive lineman and sportscaster, played for the St. Louis Cardinals when they were here.
Okay.
I think he made the move when they went to Arizona as well. Not sure if he was still around then. Rick Honeycutt, MLB pitcher. He pitched for the Cardinals a little bit. Also pitched for the Dodgers, and I want to say the Oakland A's. Harmon Killebrew, Hall of Famer, 13-time All-Star MVP in 1969. Celebrates a birthday. Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter
family. Celebrates a birthday. Thug Rose Namajunas turns 32 today. The Thug Rose. Orioles shortstop Gunnar Henderson celebrates a birthday. NASCAR star Jeff Burton celebrates a birthday. And then South Carolina hoopster Bree Hall celebrates a birthday today. And to me, who celebrated this past week.
Yeah, happy belated.
Thank you.
To the latest and the greatest.
Thank you. And we'll be having a meal today.
Pop Senior, happy birthday.
Thank you, son. Thank you. We enjoy our meal later on.
Yes, sir. We will.
All right. Those are our birthdays. Moving on to a little sports history. On the 29th. In 2014, Bernhard Langer beats Jeff Sluman with a birdie on the second playoff hole to win the Seniors Players Championship at Fox Chapel golf course. In 2012, the United States Anti-Doping Agency files formal charges against Lance Armstrong, accusing the 7-time Tour de France winner of using performance-enhancing drugs throughout the best years of his career.
No wonder he was killing the game.
No wonder you were 3 miles ahead of everybody else.
He was dominating.
Man.
His legs don't get tired.
Like, damn, he's way around the block.
Did he even stop for water yet?
Yeah, Lance was on one or two
Lance
or three.
was on one.
In 2009, indoor tennis was played at Wimbledon for the first time. The new retractable roof over center court is closed after rain halts play during a 4th-round match with Amelie Mauresmo leading top-ranked Dinara Safina. In 2007, after 16 years in Europe, the NFL shuts down its developmental league. 2004, Randy Johnson of the Arizona Diamondbacks becomes the 4th pitcher to record 4,000 strikeouts when he strikes out San Diego's Jeff Cirillo in the 8th inning of the Padres' 3-2 win. He was amazing.
Yeah, Randy Johnson was cold.
1995, George Foreman loses IBF boxing title for refusing to refight Axel Schultz, not Axel Foley.
Axel Foley.
Axel Schultz. So he lost his title because he didn't want to fight that man again. In 1994, in the NBA draft, Purdue small forward Glenn Big Dog Robinson was the first pick by the Milwaukee Bucks. He was good for a while. I don't know. He just fell off the radar. 1990, Dave Stewart of the Oakland A's pitches the first of 2 no-hitters on this day, beating the Toronto Blue Jays 5-0. Fernando Valenzuela of the Los Angeles Dodgers duplicates Stewart's feat, throwing a 6-0 no-hitter against the St. Louis Cardinals. It's the first time in Major League history that 2 no-hitters are pitched in the 2 leagues on the same day. And in 1958, Brazil, led by Pelé, beat Sweden 5-2 in Stockholm to become the first team to win the World Cup outside of its continent. At that particular time, Pelé was 17 years old.
Mayday, Pelé.
Pelé. He was amazing.
Sadate.
What's on tap? Things happening. Matchups to watch. Of course, Wimbledon starts Monday. And the top seeds are Yannick Skinner on the men's side, Arina Sabalenka for the women, Carlos Alcaraz and Coco Gauff, who won the French Open last month, are both second seeds. And then last year's winners were Alcaraz and Barbara Krejcikova, last year's winners. And of course, NBA free agency starts at midnight tonight. There's going to be a lot of activity. I'm looking forward to seeing who moves where, what teams get stronger. Yeah, that's going to be exciting to watch.
I'm excited.
And then finally, the battle to keep the Chiefs and the Royals in Missouri versus moving to Kansas City intensifies as the Chiefs have asked for an extension, which had to be filed by tomorrow, Monday the 30th. This leads many to believe that both teams are negotiating with Kansas City officials to leave the state, which would be huge. What makes this even crazier is that Missouri lawmakers earlier this month agreed to a $1.5 billion bill that would cover up to 50% of the improvements for both of the team's stadiums and keep them here in the state. And they thought all along that everything was okay. But because of the deadline tomorrow, an extension has been filed. And this is still yet to be determined. It's got a lot of Missourians on that side of the state scared that their 2 teams are going to be moving across the state line.
And it's literally right there, like the state line. It's literally right there because I was just in Kansas City, where the stadium's at, and then you go a little bit further, and it's
not that
it's
far.
A few miles. You really can't even tell that you're in there. But yeah, that'd be crazy.
Crazy.
That means Missouri would definitely need a team. Because what do you think? Because technically, I really don't even consider it.
Because it's so close to Kansas City.
It's so close to Kansas City. It's already
Kansas,
in the Kansas
City.
Yeah, Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas.
I
never associated it with it being a Missouri team, especially because we're so close to the Lou. We need a team here in the Lou.
Yeah, you're right. And if they leave, then we definitely might need it. We need some kind of sports team back here in Missouri.
Yeah, this is a sports state, sports town,
sports area,
city, sports area. Mm-hmm. People like to watch sports around here, man. We got some ballers out here, so we need something.
We need another major league team. Right now we got baseball and we got hockey.
And
I don't really count the soccer. They are a professional level team. They're not playing like a professional level team.
Right,
at least right now they're not. Mm-hmm. They came out of the gates strong that first year, and these last 2 seasons have been pretty unmemorable. And it's a tough ticket to get, and it's a very expensive ticket. That's the other thing.
And especially if y'all losing.
Man, I'm not even understanding that. I get you want to bring soccer to the masses, but you got to make it affordable too for people to attend. They say it's a great hangout prior to the game. A lot of food trucks, stuff like that. Right. It's a nice area. It's a nice scenery, nice atmosphere is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, those are some of the things that we'll be watching, especially this Kansas City thing. They're slowly but surely taking the 2 state teams away from Missourians. And money's been allocated, but it looks like they're set on moving. One of the key issues, D, is what Kansas has guaranteed, the state of Kansas, that they would build a stadium with a dome, which would then allow the Chiefs to host the Super Bowl. You have to have a dome to be able to host the Super Bowl.
Right, because they don't want the
elements,
the weather,
to be able to
the
play
elements
a factor and cancel it and shut things down. So
they need a guarantee.
Ain't
nothing happening.
Yep. We need all our money.
All the money. We don't need it up for chance.
Yep. We don't want this
I feel it.
Random snowstorm to wipe everything out.
Oh, it's supposed to rain a bunch on that day. Mess up the field. Mess up there. Yeah. Nope.
So
I feel them.
Yeah, money talks at the end of the day. That's what it's all about.
Money talks, man.
All right, our first topic today.
Let's get it.
All draft dreams don't always come true. All draft dreams don't always come true.
They don't.
Ace Bailey seemed to be unhappy when it was announced that he was being drafted by the Utah Jazz at the 5th spot. There were indications that he would not even report to the team, but he did show up yesterday in Utah. But that's not where he really wanted to go. He wanted to stay on the East Coast, possibly to the Wizards, Brooklyn Nets. Yeah, he went to Rutgers.
He got ties out there. He went to Rutgers, East Coast side.
And he really wanted to stay on the East Coast. Philadelphia would have been an option for him. But my thing is this. I always thought it was wherever you're drafted, you should be happy in terms of if that's what you if this is your profession and this is what you always wanted to do. Whoever drafts you now. You might stay there a couple of years and you might be able to force your way out and get traded
somewhere.
Yeah, but initially you have no say so. And I was just appalled at the fact that this dude was so openly upset that Utah drafted
he got
him.
drafted.
Yeah, man, this has been your dream. He didn't work out for any teams. So he was really trying to discourage teams from drafting him in the first place. And then you only played 1 season of college basketball.
Yeah, bro. You
don't have a whole lot of tape.
Man, I agree. When did these players started coming like prima donnas and almost being unappreciative and ungrateful? Because like you just said, the whole goal is to get drafted. There's someone who played all 4 years, who balled out at a smaller school, would just love to chance to be on that stage. And you up here being ungrateful, talking about, I didn't want to go there. Bro, you haven't done nothing yet.
You haven't done anything.
You haven't done nothing. We haven't seen what caliber player you are or what you're going to be and what you're going to contribute to the team. Who knows if you even going to make it. Right. Just be thankful that you got in the door and you have an opportunity to prove yourself before you start going, I should have went. I didn't want to go to this thing. Okay, bro, then don't be in the NBA.
Don't be in the NBA. Don't even be in the G League. Then. Just go overseas and play.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, bro, you got drafted. Your dream has fulfilled. Now you have to make it a reality and put in the work, but it's already starting off bad.
It's not a good look.
It's a character issue nowadays.
It is.
It's a character issue. These players, young players, have no type of character.
Especially when the number 18 pick seemed like he's happy to be there.
Man,
and that's Walter Clayton Jr. And he might end up being the better of the two.
Right.
That's the thing I'm going to be watching for. It's like
Walter Clayton
Jr., who clowned in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, who was
just
clowning.
won the Natty. Now, you could see he was genuinely pleased and happy to have been drafted. It don't matter. I guess to me,
it doesn't matter.
Man, get me in the league. Ask Mac McClung, who's struggling to hang on to it. We just talked about him the other night.
3 NBA dunk competitions. He ain't in an NBA.
Ain't in an NBA. He's in the G League.
He in a G League. He would love to play for the Utah Jazz. Come on, bro. Like, for real. Let's be serious for real.
Like, humble yourself.
Humble yourself.
Humble yourself.
That's crazy.
Probably what we should have called it. Humble yourself.
Humble yourself, bro. For real.
All draft dreams don't always come true.
Man.
Next topic. I need all my cheese up front, please.
Put some extra cheese on it.
And thank you.
And thank you.
Heisman Trophy winner and number 2 draft pick by the Jacksonville Jaguars, Travis Hunter, signed his contract last Sunday. 4 years, $46.65 million. With a signing bonus of $30.57 million being totally paid up front. Hunter becomes the first non-quarterback not picked number 1 to earn such a deal.
Man, the guaranteed cheese is what got me.
That's what got me too, D.
I'm like, oh, dang, they gonna give you that much money guaranteed?
Hadn't played a down.
Ain't played a down, ain't played a snap. They must see something like really special. Now, don't get me wrong, he is a special brother as far as his talent and what he can do, but he ain't played a snap yet.
Not a snap.
And like you said, they usually give that type of money to quarterbacks, the guaranteed money quarterback, because usually that's your future. You build around the quarterback.
Long term, gonna be there.
Looks like they're gonna build around him. Like they wanted to build around him and keep him there. I know, shoot, brother, like we've been saying. Holla, we won't prenup. We won't prenup. Yeah.
It's too late now.
It's something that you need to have.
Man.
When you leave, she gonna leave with half.
Leanna, whatever,
Leanna Lee.
Lene?
I don't know.
Leanna Lene. I think that's
it. Leanna Lene. There
Leanna
you go,
Lene, you just got paid too. You got
she over there.
15 points.
That's what she should have said. She got
and she just got it.
M's guaranteed. For a she had the biggest contract for a non-NFL player or athlete. Guaranteed money. She making history too as well.
She just made history.
Damn.
Yeah, but congratulations, Travis. That's amazing. I mean, that kind of money paid up front.
That's crazy.
They plan on you being there for a while, bro. Stay healthy, ball out. I look forward to it. Like I say,
I'm excited.
Week 4, Jacksonville travels to my Niners, and I'm looking forward to that game. Hopefully he's healthy.
They're going to light him up.
I think so. It's going to be a pretty good game.
Going to light him up, bro. Have him run across the middle. Fred Warner. Crack. And welcome to the league.
Fred just got his new cheese. Yeah, right. You know he's happy.
Welcome to the league.
I can't wait to knock you.
Yeah, you finna be hunted.
Woo-wee. All right, son. This one's called Come On, Man. Now you're just showing off.
Come on, man.
You're just showing off.
Now you're just
showing off. We've been keeping an eye on the unicorn, Shohei Ohtani, since he returned to the pitcher's mound on June 16th. Well, he started last Sunday and again yesterday, which was June 28th. In yesterday's game, which was the first time he pitched more than 1 inning, he was clocked at a velocity of 101.7 miles per hour, the fastest of his career.
That's crazy.
Come on, man. You're just showing off. We know you're good.
Right.
But now, we know you got velocity on top of everything else. Yeah, so anyway, he left the game having thrown 27 pitches, 20 were for strikes. He gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, and he had 1 strikeout.
Crazy.
No earned runs, so that was good. But he struggled at the plate. He went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. So in that respect, we know he's human. But man, on that pitcher's mound, this dude is something special. He's the unicorn.
I'm still
against him pitching. Let me stand on what we've been talking about. I still only want him at the plate, but man, you can reach back and throw 101 miles an hour.
That's crazy. After returning from injury,
elbow surgery. What they put in it? What they put in his arm? Like
that's what I'm saying.
A rocket?
Like what they replace you with? That's some go gadget type of stuff. But the fact that he had it just goes back to the talent that he is and why they gave him so much money. Because that's the talent he is. And yeah, we talked about him limiting his pitching and not pitching at all, just so you can sustain him and just so you
keep
can
him healthy, keep him at
keep
the plate.
Him happy. Yeah, keep him healthy, and you can get that extra hitting. But it's just like you can't be mad at him because if you got someone who can throw 101 miles per hour, what?
Coming off the injured list.
Man, and you might as well throw him in there. But that's crazy. He had a good game pitching, off game hitting. So, but still, overall, that's ridiculous, man.
Ridiculous.
Like that is crazy talent. The fact that he can do that. Yeah, Dodgers got them one.
They got one.
They definitely got him one.
Come on, man. You just showing off now.
Yeah, you just showing off now.
101.7, almost 102 miles an hour. He
That's
just reached
ridiculous.
Reached back and fired at 102 miles an hour. Who's hitting
that? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. How you supposed to say?
Seriously, and
how you supposed to hit that?
60 feet 6 inches away is the pitcher's mound. Can you imagine something coming at you?
100?
Can you see it?
No. You would the timing. You would have to, as soon as you see his arm move back, you're swinging.
Yeah,
because you can't. Like, how do you time that? Like, how do you time 101 miles per hour and trying to locate it and hit it? You just gotta
you just gotta be lucky.
Yeah,
and hope you see it enough that if it's coming at you, you can duck.
Move out the way.
101 miles an hour
you're
hit you, man.
That, bro.
Oof. That's a serious injury.
Ooh,
that's a serious injury.
That's a contusion. If it hit you on the thigh or the elbow or somewhere, bro, instantly contusion.
Let alone
blood
the face.
Bruise.
The head or somewhere up around the upper body. Yeah. But yeah, Shohei, he's showing out.
He's showing out. Shohei's showing out.
We'll continue to watch him and monitor him as they ramp up his innings, but come on, man, you're just showing off now.
Yeah, for real, you is.
This segment's called Sit On Down, and I've been waiting on this one. I've been waiting to hear this one, and this kind of flew under the radar. Former Baltimore Ravens kicker Justin Tucker has been suspended for 10 games, regardless of whether he is on a roster following an investigation into more than a dozen sexual misconduct allegations, the NFL announced on Thursday. The NFL said in a memo that Tucker's suspension for violations of the NFL's personal conduct policy will begin on roster cutdown day, which is August the 26th. He would be eligible for reinstatement on Tuesday, November 11th, according to the league. Tucker played for the Ravens for 13 seasons before his release on May the 5th. The NFL had investigated allegations of inappropriate conduct by massage therapists, reported by the Baltimore Banner. The NFL said Tucker may still try out and sign with the team during the suspension. He also, if signed during the offseason, he can practice with the team and compete in preseason games. But once that August 26th date hits, he cannot, he's suspended.
Justin Tucker.
I have mixed emotions about this. One, it took so long for them to reach a decision because it seemed, and I guess I had to go back and do my due diligence.
They were slow playing it.
They were, and had you heard the story? Because I hadn't heard it till
it's crazy how they just brushing it on the rug and doing it hush hush, and then when Deshaun Watson was out, that was everywhere.
Oh, that was everywhere.
Oh man, put him on the wanted signs, put his face everywhere.
Did.
Like
they sure did.
Put him on blast.
They put him on blast.
Real. That was news everywhere. This is just hush hush. And what took so long for this to happen?
Enough evidence.
More than enough evidence. Come on. You can see he was telling on himself the way he was performing this past season because he was missing kicks left to right. You like, okay, something ain't right here.
Right with him.
He's not focused on something because he knew what was going to happen. Yep. So it's just like, y'all knew what was going on. Y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all just okay, we're just going to just quietly
slide it under the radar.
Just kind of slide it on the rug. We're not going to bring too much attention to it. No, man, put him on blast too as well.
Right. And if I remember right, he is a little nasty. And if I remember right, Seemed like my boy got 12 games, didn't he? Thought it was a 12-game suspension.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was a 12-game suspension. This dude got 10, and he's able to work out. What's his name?
He wasn't even allowed on the premises.
He wasn't able to be on the premises, nowhere near the team. So I'm sensing a double standard. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, but anyway, sit on down, Justin.
Sit on down. Sit on down.
All right, time for Pops' pop culture question of the week.
Pops' pop culture question of the week.
Yes, sir. Go. With MLB really being the only main sport to watch right now, is there a TV show / series that you plan to indulge in?
Right now, we're watching that Raising Kanan.
Okay.
Spinoff from the Power series. That's a pretty good show to watch. We were talking about that Last Dance not too long ago, so I think I might get back into some of my sports documentaries. I may like to watch something sports related, so I'll probably get something on some sports documentaries. I went back and watched Swamp Kings. It's on Netflix. It was about the 2005 to 2010 Florida Gators football team with Urban Meyer.
Okay.
And that's when they brought back the standard for the Florida Gators when they had Tim Tebow in them. Yep. And notoriously they had all the allegations that came out of that situation. Right. But yeah, I'm probably going to just boost back on my sports documentaries, tell you the truth.
Okay. I just finished one called The Waterfront.
Okay.
On Netflix. Reminds you of Ozark, Mobland.
Okay.
It's pretty good. 8 episodes. It was real good. And then I'm going to move on to one called Smoke. It's on Apple TV. I think I'm going to check that one out. So,
and then also there was we watched 2 episodes. Let's see. Dang, what was it called? I'm going to look it up real quick. There was a Tyler Perry series on Netflix.
It's not The Oval, is it?
Is it? Let me see. No, it's actually a comedy on Netflix. Dang, I forgot the name of it. She's the People. She the People.
Okay.
She the People. It's I forgot her name.
Wendy, the one that was on The Game, right?
I think so.
Wendy Raquel Robinson, something like that.
Oh, her name is Terry J. Vaughn.
Oh, yeah, her.
Yeah, her. Yeah, her. And it got Joe Mary Payton, the mom from Family Matters. Yeah, the mom from Family. She's hilarious.
Okay.
She's hilarious. It's a comedy.
There you go.
She's running for lieutenant governor of Mississippi.
Oh, damn.
And
a little twang.
She's hilarious. Because she's the mom. Oh, like the grandma on there, and they let her wild out and say some stuff. She's funny. It's actually a pretty funny show. We were watching it, so She the People on Netflix. That's a pretty good series to watch.
Try that one out. I'll try that one out.
I think you and Mom will like it. It's funny.
All right, good recommendation, son. Good recommendation. Moving on, going out in style.
Going out in style,
and that's a question mark. Because is this person going out in style? Aaron Rodgers revealed on Pat McAfee's show this past Tuesday that he's pretty sure that this is it. He said he's working hard twice a day to get himself in shape to play 20 games, which means he's trying to get to the playoffs. He also stated that he spoke with Mike Tomlin at least once a week while he was away from the team. So all this time, we knew something had to be going on.
Yeah,
Mike Tomlin just wasn't acting like Mike Tomlin. Like, we don't really need a quarterback, or we'll be okay. Saying. We don't get the quarterback.
Especially when they had Joe. We was talking about like, hey, they gonna come for your coming for your job.
And they still might.
Y'all don't get a quarterback, and they still might.
If Aaron doesn't perform well. But it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense. Like there's something that we didn't know and that we couldn't see. So obviously the communication, they were lock in step as far as communication goes, because we're like, come on now. There's no way that you guys are going to go into this season with Mason Rudolph or what's the other quarterback they got? Will Howard, who ain't never played a down in the NFL
at all,
and think you're going to compete in the AFC North.
Right.
Ain't no way. Now, and like we was saying, we still don't think Aaron Rodgers is the answer, especially with a guy who's it's one and done. It's either all or nothing this year. So that's a good thing. That's a bad thing. He'll go out and leave it all out on the field. But I think there is a level of respect for Mike Tomlin.
It's mutual. Yeah.
It's a mutual respect.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be, because I feel like Aaron Rodgers didn't really respect Matt LaFleur.
He didn't.
So that kind of tarnished that relationship.
Yeah.
I don't think
he didn't respect Saleh. I mean,
I didn't think he really respected Saleh. They let him do what he
was
wants.
running the team.
Yeah. Now he's in an environment where, okay, that you know who the head honcho is.
Exactly.
Tomlin don't play that.
Exactly.
Tomlin is not playing that at all. So I think that's the level of mutual respect between the two. So yeah, we'll see. I think I'm glad that he's focused on football. I'm glad he's in communication with the coach. We'll see if it's enough. I do think they can make the playoffs.
Yeah, I do too.
I do think they can push for a playoff run. But yeah, so we'll see how it all plays out.
Win for Mike to be able to keep his job. And as Thibodeau found out on the basketball side, that might not even be enough.
That might not be enough. You can even get them to the Eastern Conference Finals, or for football, you get them to the AFC Championship and lose. They still might put you on the chopping block.
They still might get rid of you.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. After listening to him, I got hooked again. Like when he went to the Jets, I'm like, I see me kind of something about Aaron Rodgers. He draws you in. I don't know what it is about him, but he makes you believe that he can have a good season, even though he might go out and went to bed this season. Yeah, but he makes you think that he can have a good season, which in turn would be a good thing for Pittsburgh and for Mike Tomlin. So I'm interested in them having that level of success, but it's interesting. It'd be something another storyline for us to keep track of, keep our eyes on. Speaking of eyes, all eyes on me, in the words of
All eyes on me.
Living life to the day I die. All eyes on me. The OKC Indiana Pacers Game 7 was the most watched NBA Finals game in 6 years, but overall ratings were historically low. But the fact that so many tuned in to see two small market teams play that Game 7 shows that there's good interest in the sport when the games are good, and it definitely was good. We said we enjoyed the series.
We did.
OKC did come out victorious as we picked. And I thought that was interesting, though. Most watched in the last 6 years.
Yeah, no, I thought it was phenomenal. Even though the Game 7 didn't go out, how it didn't really cap off. It didn't have that season finale feel, that like, you know what I'm saying? That instant classic. It was headed there. And I was like, man, this is the game to watch, because I wouldn't have been mad if Indiana won or whoever would have won, because it was just, that Tyrese Halliburton going down, that kind of that took the wind out of Indiana Pacers' sails. But I thought it was really good. I thought it was phenomenal. Looking back, that Boston and Mavs series, that wasn't really that competitive. Denver and that Miami series, that wasn't really that competitive. I guess who won that previous beat Boston? They handled them. Milwaukee handled. Well, they came back.
Now that one's pretty good.
That was when they came back. Yeah. Yep. So when they came back, that was pretty good. But here recently, it seems like just been one-sided. This was going. You really didn't know. Like, we chose OKC. We knew, okay, this was the more talented team, and that's who we picked. But Indiana was not going away.
Got game one. That's what made it interesting right away when they got game one. So, damn, we're going to have a series.
We got a series. It was good basketball.
I thought it was good basketball as well. And if you want more of our thoughts on the series and the season, outside the NBA.
Check out Outside the NBA.
We just talked about it.
Hey.
It's not a taco.
It's not a burrito.
It's not a sandwich.
It's not a panini.
It's not a pizza. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a good
It's
wrap.
a real good wrap.
It's a real good wrap.
It's a wrap for Masai Ujiri, the man who put together a roster that brought an NBA title to the Toronto Raptors. He was fired on Friday after he helped the team complete the draft. I thought that the timing was off, but it was agreed. He knew up front that this was going to be his last draft, and actually he knew that before free agency would hit, that he wasn't coming back to the team. So it was something that him and the team president agreed on. But yeah, dude was a hell of a general manager.
Right.
Some of his notable picks: Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes, OG Anunoby. He acquired Kawhi Leonard, whose birthday's today, Danny Green, in the hopes of winning it all. They did that. He signed an undrafted Fred VanVleet. That turned out to be a damn good signing.
Real good.
He also in 2021, D, I don't know if you know this, with the 47th pick He drafted David Johnson. No lie. So,
shout out to David Johnson.
Shout out to our namesake, David Johnson.
Shout out to the namesake, man.
Messiah, you did a damn good job.
He did. Did they mention it was just time for just a new change?
I
or
think
they want some
thought
new blood,
or yeah,
message got old.
A new team, or there's new ownership, should I say?
Okay.
So the new ownership. I think one of the guys owns part of the hockey team, and so once he got the controlling stake of the team, I think they clashed from the beginning, and he kind of let it be known that your days are limited, and it's to the point that they had just re-signed his extension. This was in 2021. They re-signed Masai's extension. The dude called him after he signed it and said, "You're not worth all that money," and it pissed. It pissed Masai off so badly. He was just gonna take a year off. Man, I need to, get away from this. They talked him out of it, but his days there were numbered after him. And I
hope he slapped the dude before he left too.
Yeah, a hell of a lawsuit.
Being like, bro, I about this place a championship with it, and those are some solid picks. That's some good scouting.
Yeah.
Dude's obviously he's pretty good at his job. He made it ultimately. I don't know if it was his decision, but that DeMar DeRozan trade to pretty much get rid of him and let's bring in Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
That led straight to a championship.
A championship. He's been good everywhere he's been, and he's gonna be. Now I was thinking about this. If I was a New York owner and president, I'd let Leon Rose go. I'd pick up Masai and let him pick my coach. Help me pick a coach. Since we still don't have a coach. What, 3 weeks now? I think this will be 3 weeks later, as of tomorrow. Tibbs got his $30 million and he's chilling somewhere.
They looking on Indeed. Okay, who wants
They called Dawn Staley up, no lie, and offered her the position.
Lying.
No, sir.
What?
They even called Dawn Staley up.
Yes. They who? Yeah. They had debacle. They don't know what they want to do.
You know who's going to end up being D? It's going to be Rick Brunson. It's going to be Jalen Brunson's dad. Watch.
Yeah.
Because you can keep throwing out all these, well, we went after so-and-so, and he said no, and we tried to get Jason Kidd, and we couldn't get him away. And for whatever reason, still hadn't heard what's going on with Mike Malone. He must have just, I don't know if he wanted to take a year off, or he
might be chilling.
What it sounds like. He didn't want the headache.
I think he just might be, yeah. Like, honestly, at some point, he's like, you know what? I got my ring.
And he got his M's to walk away, too, from Denver.
So, and I'm sure he'll get some commentating appearances as well, especially when the NBA season starts back up. So I think he might be chilling. Sometimes you don't like that conflict with ownership and all the politics that goes into that.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's not. Let me spend some time with my family.
Yeah, that's true. I got all the money I need.
I'm chilling right now.
Yeah.
Let me take a break.
But yeah, they still don't have a coach. And yeah, Masai would be a good pickup. But for right now, for Masai Ujiri, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Damn.
This was called I'm Retired, So Kiss My Aspinall. This is John Jones.
I like that. I'm retired, so kiss my aspinall.
Kiss my aspinall.
I like to play on words.
We spoke to it last week. We found out late that John Jones, considered by most to be the greatest mixed martial artist of all time, he officially announced his retirement. We thought it was because of legal issues, but now it's being floated and whispered that he's ducking Aspinall because, according to Dana White, the fight has been signed already. And it's a done deal. But according to John Jones, he said he retired in November after he beat Stipe Miocic.
But yeah, there's something. Yeah,
ain't right.
Somebody lying. Somebody's lying
somewhere.
Was it because after the fight? I think didn't he call out Aspinall?
I thought he did
or something
too.
like that.
Yeah,
I thought that was the next fight. It's been. I mean,
we just been sitting back waiting.
Right, it's been stirring that was gonna be the next fighter to fight him. Now, if he's ducking, I don't necessarily think he'd be ducking because I don't think
that'd be a good fight.
I don't know. I think John Jones can handle Aspinall. I
do too. It might go 5 rounds.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's afraid of him at all. But who knows? Who really knows? Because last night watching UFC, Aspinall was sitting there in front, and I guess now he's the champ.
They gave him the belt.
Gave him the belt.
Say he's the undisputed champion.
He's the undisputed champ right now. So now they got to find someone to fight him. But I would have liked to see Aspinall and John Jones. I think that would have been a great fight, heavyweight fight. Anytime you get some heavyweights, especially two good heavyweights for the championship, I think that just draws a lot of attention. It didn't seem like John Jones even mentioned retirement to me.
No.
That I can remember.
I don't remember either. I was always under the assumption that we were just waiting to get the official date for the fight.
Yep. To get the iron the details. Yeah. They're going to iron out the details, figure out who else is going to be on the card, when exactly was going to happen. But
it's more of now he just retired, and like I say, they try to insinuate that he's trying to duck Aspinall. He really don't want to fight him, and maybe he don't want to tarnish his record. I want to go out 28-0. I don't want the headache of training. I don't want the possibility of losing.
Because John Jones is like 37.
Yeah, he's 37 years old.
Close to 38.
Yeah.
And going through training camp and going through all the...
Sometimes you just don't feel like doing all that over and over. I've already got the belt. I'm undefeated. I'm considered by most to be the best of all time. What am I fighting for?
I dominated the light heavyweight. Been dominating heavyweight here recently.
Right. All I can do is fall. Yeah.
Yeah, he has nothing but down. Yeah. John Jones has more to lose than Aspinall because I think more people would probably favor John Jones in that fight. And if he gets knocked out or something of that nature, that would make you be like, yeah, he was great, but then he got knocked out his life. So who knows? And then I think a lot of times as an athlete, you know what I'm saying, the pressure to being great or being successful, a lot of times if you don't feel like you're at your best, you don't want to go out there and fight, because if you don't feel 100% and feel like you can give it your all, or his heart, like we just said, his heart might not be in it.
It sounds like it's not. Just what the few quotes that I did read said he's been doing things around the sport and helping people, kind of like training. He's happy. He's in a good place. So I don't think his mind is in a place
I'm
where
done fighting. I'm good. Like, what more do I really need to prove? Because if he beats Aspinall, it's just okay.
He was supposed to.
You were supposed to. You lose to him, it's damn, that just tarnished your whole career. Yep. So he's just like, at the end of the day, his heart might not be in it no more. So
it'd be interesting. He's like, kiss my Aspinall.
Okay, kiss my Aspinall. I'm in retirement. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all can have the belt.
Y'all can have it.
I let y'all have the belt. Y'all didn't take the belt from me.
But he said that. That's funny you said that, because that was one of his quotes. He said, I freely give up the belts. He made that statement the other day. I freely give the belts up. Just done.
He's made his money.
Yep.
He's got his legacy. He don't want to tarnish it. Like you said, he's in a better spot right now. Let me help these youngins. Let me help some other people on the team.
And let me just out on my own terms.
Yep.
I
agree.
Combat night results. Speaking of UFC 317, Ilia Topuria destroyed Charles Oliveira at 2:27 of the first round. I was just shocked.
Dude got hands.
Bust his eye open early in the fight. I'm like, okay, but then when Charles got him on the ground, I'm okay, he's gonna submit him.
Right.
And then Topuria got out of that.
Yeah, he did.
And then, man,
he's like, stand up. He's like, I'm not even gonna play with you, bro. Stand up. Let's throw these hands.
That was funny because Charles was just laying there like, come on, let's grapple.
Right.
He didn't. He just stepped back, and then finally the referee stepped in
he
there and
said, "No,
come
go
on,
ahead.
let's go ahead and fight."
Because Charles Oliveira, for a lightweight, he's big. Pause.
Yeah,
it's he was towering over Iliad.
He was, and stronger than him
bro,
too.
He looked way bigger than him, like way strong. And when they were throwing, Charles was connecting first, but they got into that phone booth, man. And his hands are sharp. He hit him with that right. They keep talking about the left. The left was grazed up underneath his neck. It was that right is what knocked him out. He was out on his feet. He hit the left just as like a 1-2. I'm already in motion. That completely took him out. But he was already knocked out.
But then when he was on the mat and he came and whop before the referee got to him, it was a wrap.
It was a wrap. I was like, oh,
yeah. Dang. I was shocked. I didn't expect that. He kept saying it was going to be a first round knockout, and he lived up to the moment. He definitely did that. So now
he got 2 belts.
He's got both belts, yeah. And he's talking about moving up because he's like, he called out Paddy Pimblett, Paddy the Baddy. That's not a fight I want to see, man.
Yeah. I
Patty
ain't
didn't look all that impressive in his last fight.
When he went, because he beat Chandler, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he faced Michael Chandler.
Yep.
So, yeah, it wasn't like.
It wasn't domination.
Like a dominating. He did win. I forgot how that fight ended. I don't know if it was decision or if he TKO'd him.
Don't remember that, but that just tells you how unmemorable it is, because he didn't do anything that just really made you stand out and say, damn, he won. But I don't think he's in the same class.
Man, he gonna move up to now going to 170. I don't know about that. Dude got tough hands, but
I don't know where he's going. He's not going back down.
Right, he looked small in that lightweight. I think lightweight was because he did rock him though. I ain't gonna lie to you. He it's not even necessarily about the power; it was the precision.
And he was doing it the whole fight. It was some other combinations that he put together that
dude
connected.
Has sharp hands.
Yeah, he does.
That's the first thing I said when they started throwing. I was like, "Oh, dude, hands are nice."
Yeah, they are.
Like he got combos.
He's got a nice combo, and then Alexander Pantoja, he made Kai Kara France run until he finally caught up to him, made him tap when he put a rear naked chokehold on him in the third round.
He mauled him.
The dude was running the whole time.
He was. It looked like he was scared. I'm like, damn. I thought, what happened to all that?
All that talk.
Because I thought, what did they do? The haka. Because he do the kamate kora. Because he's New Zealand.
Okay.
You know how they do the haka? Mm-hmm. It's like a warrior chant right before they go into battle. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, that adds that little toughness or whatever. I ain't see none of that.
No, he was straight running.
He was running. And
it was nothing tough about what he was doing.
Pantoja's a beast. Yeah. He went in and straight mauled him, bullied him. It didn't even look like.
And then made him tap out.
Franz was ready.
No.
It didn't look like he was ready at all. I'm like, damn, like, why are you scared?
Yeah. So, and then to no one's surprise, while we're on combat night, Jake Paul decision, Julio Cesar Chavez.
Wow.
Where I will give Jake Paul credit is that he set the highest boxing gate in Honda Center Arena history, sold out the place. So for him not to be a real boxer.
Right. And he won again.
And he won again. He's 12-1, I think I saw. But the thing is he's selling out arenas like he's a headline main event
he's like the
fighter.
Main attraction.
Yeah, and it's just
and I give him credit.
I couldn't hate on that part. I didn't watch it.
Did not watch it.
Don't plan to watch any of the went the distance. Mm-hmm. But I gotta give credit where credit is due. You put butts in the seats, which means money in your pocket, which means, man, you're really more money.
Over the past couple years, from when he started to now, the progression, the work that he's put in to jump into boxing, especially, don't get me wrong, he's select with his fights.
He's very selective. Don't get me wrong. He's handpicking.
But to get into boxing in general is that's one of the toughest sports you could probably do as far as your mental conditioning. To fight 12 rounds,
right,
is you have to be in top tier condition. You have to be in great shape to do that. And with anybody, if you're doing at the amateur level or even if you're doing at the professional level. So I got to give credit where credit is due. Like, he's putting butts in seats, he's selling out arenas, and he's getting dubs. Like,
and making money.
I can't
knock the hustle for real.
I don't knock the hustle at all. Keep getting your bread, player. Keep doing you. But I'm not watching.
Can't give you a minute in my eyeball.
Yeah.
But I can acknowledge you from a distance. Yeah.
I can tip my cap to you.
I can tip the cap.
I can tip.
All right. So it's time for the wild and the weird.
The wild and the weird.
This one is called Grin and Bear It. An Alaska brown bear at the Lake Superior Zoo in northeastern Minnesota has a gleaming new silver-colored canine tooth in a first-of-its-kind procedure for a bear. The 800-pound bear named Tundra was put under sedation Monday and fitted with a new crown, the largest dental crown ever created, according to the zoo. He's got a little glint in his smile now, zoo marketing manager Carolyn Routley said Wednesday. The hour-long procedure was done by Dr. Grace Brown, a board-certified veterinary dentist who helped perform a root canal on the same tooth 2 years ago. When Tundra re-injured the tooth, the decision was made to give him a new, stronger crown. The titanium alloy crown made by Creature Crowns of Post Falls, Idaho, was created for Tundra from a wax cast of the tooth. Tundra and his sibling Banks have been at the Duluth Zoo since they were 3 months old after their mother was killed. So Tundra has a silver crown. Banks said he wants gold.
Check out the tooth. It's like some
You got juicy news?
I was just gonna do like a juicy rumor. I was gonna go over some the free agency.
Let me find. There we go. Hold on.
Ooh.
We are powered by Excess
Energy.
Product placement.
Sell some of these.
Get out of your mama's basement. Hit D up for that.
Yes, sir.
Excess.
That Excess.
We're powered by Excess. Time for that juicy news. Because if you don't know, now you know. Young brother, young sister, young player, Dwight Howard, P. Diddy, Porter family, Cheetah.
We got another one. Justin
Tucker. Yeah, he's in there now. If he don't know,
now you know.
Now he knows. Justin Tucker.
So for that juicy news, if you don't know, now you know. This is almost like a juicy speculation or a juicy rumor. Free agent frenzy. We were talking about it for the NBA. We're going to see where some of these free agents will sign. Mm-hmm. And I saw this coming across the feed. Where will Giannis Antetokounmpo go? Rumors that he might go to the Spurs. Rumors that the Warriors are interested in him, or if the Bucks are really going to even consider getting rid of him. So, what do you think is the best landing spot for Giannis Antetokounmpo for his career?
For his career, I think it's in San Antonio with the pieces that they have, with Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, and then they got young players as well.
Yep.
For Milwaukee, I wouldn't try to trade him.
Right.
I'd be like, look, man, you're a treasure here. He helped them get that new stadium built, the new arena built. I'd go all out to try to get some pieces to put around him. Let's make one more run. But I might be inclined, D, to get rid of Doc. I hate to say that, but maybe he need a new coach. Maybe it's the coaching. I know the health has played a part in it.
Right. Definitely the health hasn't,
But, man, I just think he needs – I know he needs some talent around him.
Right.
It's probably Dame Lillard's not going to be with him most of next season. Man, maybe you go after some youth. I don't know who. I'd have to know the list of free agents. But I think his best spot would be to stay put if I were in Milwaukee's shoes.
Yeah, I mean, if I agree too as well. If I was Milwaukee, I can't get rid of Giannis like that. I'll ship the whole team off before I get rid of Giannis and the coach. You want the coach gone? He can go too.
GM too. Shit.
Right. I'm telling you keep Giannis there because obviously he's led to a championship and he can, if you get the proper pieces around him, it can lead him there. Now, I think what's best for his career, Milwaukee's going to have to get some pieces around him. They're going to have to really get some young talent that can really ball and that can complement his game. Spurs would be a good spot for him. Obviously, we talked about with OKC, the Twin Towers. It's a formula that definitely can work, especially if you can keep another young player like Castle. You got Giannis and Victor Wembanyama there with the Castle, or I don't know who you have to give up if you keep a De'Aaron Fox there, but especially in that organization, they know that formula. David Robinson and Tim Duncan, they know how to make it work, and they know how to scout talent too. So I think they'll be good on that end, especially with the coaching and just the scouting they have with the Spurs.
Pops will still be in the coach. Greg Popovich will still be in the front office,
right?
So he's gonna have a hand in it,
right?
I think that'd be his best landing spot.
Right.
I don't think he'd have enough in Miami to do anything.
And
because you're probably going to have to give up a Bam, or you have to give up somebody to get him.
Right.
If you're trading for him, and I just don't know what they have that be equal to send to Milwaukee to make Milwaukee want to say, yeah, okay, we can live with this.
Right. Especially to replace Giannis Antetokounmpo, it's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be like what OKC got, just a bunch of just first round picks, and then
a good player
on top of it. That's gonna be the future. So yeah, that's tough. Only reason I would go to Miami, even consider it, is just to play for Spoelstra, but that's not enough to win a championship. He's not on the court.
To uproot.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not on the court, so he can coach. If he's just coaching me and we ain't got no other players around me, so like I can just call him. Right. I can just call him and ask him for some advice or something like that.
Or just see him when he's in town.
I'm a holler at him. But yeah. But that was just my juicy news, juicy speculations for Giannis, because I think depending on where he goes can definitely change a lot of things as far as the NBA.
Yeah.
If he stays in the East, because he's already said he kind of wants to stay in the East.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's got an easier path.
So a lot easier path.
Yeah, you go to the West,
you're going through the gauntlet.
You still got to go through the gauntlet.
You got to go through the gauntlet.
Yeah. No, good stuff, son. Good stuff. All right, time for our pops, flops, and props.
Pops, flops, and props.
Oh, those pops, flops, and props. Who you popping?
Pops is going to be congratulations to the OKC Thunder winning the NBA Finals. I know we talked about it on the Outside the NBA, but we haven't talked about it on this show. But Pops going to go to them for winning. This is a historic season for them. All that young talent, and we'll see if they can keep it together and what they can do the next year. But that was my pop. Congratulations to the OKC Thunder.
All right, that's part of mine. My other part was the LSU baseball team. They won their 8th College World Series title last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously again to OKC for winning their first title in team history. Who you flopping? My
flop is going to go to Charles Oliveira and Kai Kara Franz. They just got dominated. I thought it was going to be a little bit better fight, but hey, just their opponents was just a lot better. So that was a flop to them.
Mine is going to go to the Chiefs and the Royals. Should they leave the state after getting what they wanted from the Missouri lawmakers, agreed to pay up to 50% of their improvements. Now at the last minute, you want to go ahead and see what else the state of Kansas is going to offer, which leads me to think they're probably going to leave. So flops to them. Props, who you propping?
Props goes to Pantoja and Iliad Topuria. Just the domination. It was just, man, you could clearly see it was night and day in those fights. Who came ready to fight as far as champions and who weren't champions. And they're champions for that specific reason. So that was my props.
My prop was actually Topuria as well, because he showed us he's really that dude. He said what he was going to do, and he went out and did it. Now he's, like you said, he's got 2 belts. All right, son. Now it's that time for us to tell someone to sit your ass down. Man. Sit your ass down. Please. And
thank you.
All right, son, who you telling?
My sit your ass down goes to, man, hey, we sit on down. We talked about him earlier in the show. Justin Tucker. Sit your ass down, man. And the NFL or whoever has the responsibility of giving the punishment, sit your ass down too. Because why is it taking so long? Why you guys are hushing this under the rug? Why is this quiet kept secret? You guys just trying to just keep it, okay, we're just gonna we'll give it out and stuff. No, sit your ass down too. Put him on blast like you put on Deshaun Watson on blast too as well. Make an example out of him like you made an example out of Deshaun Watson, because I'm sure this is not the only case. So, man, sit your ass down to whoever's responsible for doing the punishment, and also Justin Tucker. Sit your ass down. You're nasty.
You got 10 weeks. He can get all the massages he wants to get.
All the massages you want to get.
Man, sit down. Little nasty, man.
You little nasty.
All right, so mine's going to go to, and this is in a good way, to Los Angeles Anaheim Angels manager Ron Washington. He will miss the rest of the season due to health concerns. former coach for your Atlanta Braves at one point, managed the Texas Rangers. He's 73 years old. Man, get yourself right, Ron. Sit your ass down. He's an MLB lifer. He was a player, like I mentioned, coach, manager. But you're getting up in there in age. You don't need the wear and tear. Sit on down, get healthy, and decide if you want to come back next year and do this again. But the main thing is get healthy and sit on down. Sit your ass down. All right, son, man. We had a whole lot to chop up this week, as usual. And enjoyed doing it. Don't forget your merch, folks.
Don't get your merch, man.
Mamba Club. We got After Midnight. Go to MGD
Apparel.
We
do all events.
All events.
If you got birthdays, if you got a business, especially businesses. We love doing merch for businesses. You got just a local business. You got something that you want to show and you want to rep that you're very proud of. We will love to make that happen for you. Mugs, cups, anything that you can put a logo on or your logo on, we will do it for you. Please go to our socials, DM us, contact us. If you know us personally, you can hit us up on any of our socials by phone. But yeah, MGD Apparel.
All right. All right, son. Well, let me back up and thank the folks. Thank you all so much.
Yep.
As always, for listening to us. We appreciate it. D, go ahead, close us out.
But until next time, I'ma holla at you. I'ma holla at you.
There you go.
Peace.
Yeah, I was slow on the
drum
roll.
Come on, Nick Cannon.